Today I'm going to read to you Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Viers. And I want you to pay attention when I'm reading without being stuck. When I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's a gum in my hair. When I got out of the bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard by mistake. I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water is running. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring. In his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was a cereal box. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson luckily have a sat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got sets by the window too. I said I was being smushed, and I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being mushed. I said if I don't get a seat the window, I am going to be car sick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. Same time, she said, sang too loud. At counting time, she said, I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend, and that was his third best friend. I hope you sit on a track, said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone part and lands in Australia. There was 2 cupcakes in Philip's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey's bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had a little coconut sprinkles on top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next time come back next week and I'll fix it," said Dr. Fields. "Next week I said I'm going to Australia." On the way downstairs elevator, the door closed on the foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall when it was muddy, and then I started to cry because of the mud. Nick said I was a crybaby, and while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fight. I'm having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everybody. No one even answered. So then we went